April of last year was like my dark. I went through a lot last April. I cannot even talk about like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, rest in peace, MoneySign Suede. That shit fucked me up. You know, I wasn't able to design because it was shit that we were supposed to do a drop the day after, we got the news. You know what I mean? Like, we were consistently dropping shit for him. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was getting him legal like assistance, like with the money shit. You know what I mean? Like we were helping him out with that through the Parkside website. So it's difficult to go on my computer and just see recent files with his like logo and his fucking face on it. It's like fuck.
Do you ever feel like kind of like guilty in a sense to where like, you know what, damn, me and you were together, you know what I mean? Like when you got arrested or whatever.
Oh, there's this weird ass, like I've seen this video, you know what I mean? This is just a weird ass topic, and this is just like the way people twist things, but there's this weird ass conspiracy that like we got arrested at the same time, and I had a strap and he had to take it. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Wouldn't that come up in the police report? Mm-hmm. Isn't that valuable information? How the fuck did they find that shit?
Yeah.
I heard that, bro, and it's like, that shit offends me because it's like, every now and then I'll get a DM like that and I'll check their ass. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? Like, this is my homie. This is someone I was actively putting tens of thousands of dollars to. And it's just like, that shit's just like frustrating because you can't fight the internet.
Yeah, because they think they know the truth.
Yeah.
And they think they know you and what happened.
1090 Jake hit me up.
And what was that conversation like?
I didn't respond. He was like, would you like to speak on this? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking ridiculous. And like, if he had something to show, he would have showed it.
Yeah. And
it's like, the truth is, like, he turned himself in. You know what I mean? Like, I was there. He got arrested outside my office one day, but he was outside. I was inside. When I came out, he was already getting arrested. Cops were looking for his ass. Mm-hmm. But whether it's like I had a gun with him in a car and I was like, nah, fool, you gotta, like, that's fucking ridiculous. That's so offensive, you know?
Yeah.
That shit really fucks me up.
Cause they had me believing like, oh man, Blazzy was in the car.
What kind
of
fucking stupid ass shit is that? It's like,
even I'm like, damn, Blazzy was in the car with him. I'm like, fuck, he might feel fucked up. He was in the car with him. Maybe they shouldn't have left that day, or
I wouldn't have been able to afford bail. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Like, the fuck? Like, it's not like I'm like, I have a warrant for my arrest, or like, this is fucking stupid. And it's like, you know what I mean? It sucks. It's like, I deal with his family. You know what I mean? They see that shit too, and it's like, that shit's just awkward. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's fucking stupid.
Did his family believe anything the internet had going on?
No.
Yeah.
I've been, we talk on a weekly basis. I still to this day help them out with their business, you know? But yeah, that shit fucked me up. I was like, damn,
How bad did it fuck you up?
I mean, I had talked to him like a week before.
Yeah.
And I was just telling him how it's like, like, fuck, I'm killing it right now.
Yeah. That fucked you up bad.
And he was like, no, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, keep killing it. I love you, Okay.
Yeah. That was what the conversation was like, you know what I mean? Like, you never know what will happen. You feel me? Like,
No, yeah, I told him, it's like, I was like, bro, I'm killing it right now. Like, it's just going crazy. It's like, bro, I'm proud of you. Keep going,
Do you have any advice for him since you lost one of your best friends?
I mean, I wouldn't say that we were best friends, you know what I mean? Like, he was somebody that, like, we were homies, but, like, I can't say, like, I grew up with him, you know what I mean? Like, we had known each other for about a year. You know what I mean? But it was just one of those relationships where we were hella tight. Southeast LA, there's not too many people come out from that side of town. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, Paramount, Southgate, Huntington Park, it's like, we were able to relate on that. It's like, we're two representations of how to do this shit.
Yeah. How was it for you guys, you know what I'm saying, creatively and just chilling, and, you know what I'm saying, in the office and just,
amazing,
holding it down?
It felt like we grew up with each other.
Yeah.
We went to the same malls, went to the same skate parks. Like, it's like we knew each other.
Mm-hmm. And, he just rapping, he doing his thing,
And he was somebody that would always want to put people in position to win. He'd always come into the side like, hey, fool, like, my homie does construction. How can I set this shit up so it's like, he don't got to do that? And I'll tell him, like, man, how this fool sell rolling trays? Look, I'm going to set you up to our fucking X amount of dollars. You sell them for X amount, and you get this. Give this fool fucking $10, this fool $5. That's how you do it. He was somebody that, like, constantly was thinking about, like, those around him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was just super unfortunate, just for you to hear about that. Like, where were you when you heard about that?
I got a fucking text like, you just see what happened. I'm like, that's the worst way to hear it,
What? You got a fucking text, so you hearing that?
So
shit
yeah,
on the
like
internet.
I saw it like 5 minutes into like the blogs posting it. Like, what the fuck? And then like you kind of just like don't believe it, and then you hit up people, and it's like, no, yeah.
No, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Then did his family start hitting you or what?
Well, it got to a point where it's like, I was running his whole company. Excuse me, not his whole company, his whole like his whole like clothing,
shit.
his merch shit.
Yeah.
I was printing it, designing it, shipping it out, customer service, all that shit. All he had to do was click post. So I was at a point where it's like, bro, I'm not gonna have this account. Like, I'm not Parkside. This is him. This is what he built. I was just helping orchestrate it. So, I instantly got with his family. I knew his sister just from like, hey, how's it going? What's up? LOL. But like I started conducting business with her, shortly after, because it's like, like I can't have this account. Like I can't profit off of this. Like this is obviously your guys' money. Yeah. So that instantly got poured over, like me and Suede, we made those plushies before he passed, that was, everything was perfect, an ankle monitor, all that dope shit, and I just gave it to his family. It's like, yo, you guys should use this money. I don't fucking, I already do my own brand. Like, this is just like 1 out of 20 items. Like, this is your shit. But I've been helping them navigate. I'm still helping them design, figure out all this shit. So I told them, it's like, in a world where it's like you meet a lot of people from out of town, a lot of people from not even from like your side of town. You meet people from like West LA, North LA, all that shit. It's very hard for someone like to for me to like find somebody that like grew up kind of the same and like we knew the same shit. Like, it was special. So he offered me a lot of like like friendship. So through that, it's like we've developed a close relationship where it's like, bro, it ain't about money. Just come through, kick it, smoke up.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be special for you to do that, because you don't like motherfuckers in your office.
Fuck no, what? And that's the thing. But I'm not somebody that's hard to get along with. You know what I mean? I'm very reasonable on myself. I don't give a fuck. And he was somebody that like, I got a funny ass story. In high school, long story short, I was in like drug counseling. And for like weed and like NOS and all that shit, and I tried Spice during that time because they were drug testing me, and my homies tried telling Suede like, hey Suede, this fool Blazzy did Spice a couple of times. He was like, that's cool, so did I. You know what I mean? Like, he never judged me. Like, he was a skater kid too. You feel me? Like, that fool's cool.
Yeah.
So. Now, we had a dope relationship, and like, he got locked up in November, and he was shortly released, like, around, like, Thanksgiving. He was out for another 3 weeks. He pulled up to my office, and that's another thing. It's like, bro, like, this fool pulled up to my office the night before he turned himself in, you know what I mean? Like, we kicked it. Kevin Morris shot it, you know what I mean? Like, it was a dope vibe, and, like, we set together business. We figured out, like, what we're going to drop for the next 6 months, but most importantly, like, during that 3 weeks that he was out, like, I would tell him, like, nah, fool, like, we gotta work. We gotta figure out what's next to come. What do we gotta design? What do we gotta do? And during that time, he'd say, he was like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to pour up. Man, let's smoke some weed. Let's do some shrooms. I just want to kick it with you. And that's what we did for a majority of that time.
At no time did you ever feel like he was, like, in danger or in fear for his life or anything? Like,
I don't want to talk about that.
You? No?
Nah.
Man, that's, I asked that because, you know what I mean?
Because it gets hella deep and shit like that. And it's like, who the fuck am I to speak on shit like that, Because the people will be like, was he sad or like, what was he going through around that time before he got it? Like, was he sad around anybody? At least his like...
Yeah, like, what was his demeanor?
Well, I could tell, like, he was like, fuck, a lot of weight on his shoulders, but most importantly, he just, he was big on just, like, utilizing every fucking day, bro. He was the homie that would, like, react to my story at 6 a.m. because he had just woken up, you know what I mean? Like, he's up in the morning and he's going to sleep at, like, 1, 2 a.m., like, if it ain't the studio, it's fucking me designing with him or he's figuring out some shit. He was always on the move, but those last 3 weeks, it's like, since we got all that working out the way throughout the year, 2022, it's like, you're just like, nah, let's just kick it. Like, come on, like, Let's just post them at your crib. Let's play FIFA. Let's smoke some weed.
Chill, yeah, chill. I like that, dog. I mean, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad.
Oh, he had a dope ass Benz, bro, before he got locked up, bro. Now,
what kind of Benz he had?
It was like an S class. That bitch was fly though, bro. What? And this fool was just like, he was so excited, like, it was dope.